Hi guys, I'm going to be recording again. This time I'm just going to be killing things. Instead of trying to trade like last video, I'm just going to be grinding mobs. So I want to level up. I notice sometimes, instead of what most people do, they like say, and fine, or put filler words when they don't know what to say. I just stop and think. I was watching my last video when I noticed that. I think it started when I was in middle school, 6th grade. There was like this speech contest, and the teacher, I don't think he was actually a teacher, he was like the detention person. He always took care of the detentions. He was just disciplinary person, and he stressed like not saying or using any filler words. So I stopped doing that. So now I just stay silent whenever I don't know what to say, instead of pauses. This is like improper or something or other. Off camera, I sold a bunch of stuff, so most of my vault is cleared out now. Right now I'm going to be collecting items to sell later. I sold them using like the merchant master, I think that was his name, instead of selling it to people, because that was taking too long, and the items I was selling sucked, so it was just cheaper, faster, just easier in general to sell it to the merchant. Last episode I was unable to fight the mummies. I kept dying. Like, I didn't attack the mummies while I was on last episode, but last episode, the stats I was at, I was unable to. Now I can. So I got a new sword and everything. Is this person attacking any of them? Just checking beforehand. Is this even a person? Yeah, that's a person. They're not taking damage, I'll leave them alone. Probably training defense or something. If they were like dying, I would have helped them. But that's right there. Oh shoot, my mana's full. I've been trying to level up my magic too, in case there's ever like a mob that I decide to try and attack. But there's another floor. I'd never got this far before. There's another floor. But yeah, if I ever need to like attack something while run and I can't get hit, I could attack it and run away. I wonder what that is. Oh, there's level 35 things down here. I wonder if I can attack them. I don't want to leave this room because I'm at the loss. I don't think I'm doing damage. At least not enough for it to be significant. Okay, now I'm kind of doing damage. I wonder how much damage they do to me. Switch to me. Oh, well, I'm stuck here if I don't want to leave. I don't think being his oh my god. I don't think being his worth it. I'm gonna go back up. Yep, I am not ready for the level 35s yet. I'm barely level 27. Yeah, so my stats aren't much different than before, but they are better, so I can attack these without completely being destroyed. Comment down below if there's any games that you want me to play. Like if you have any specific games that you'd like to see me play, or like to see me fail at, if you're that kind of person. Just showing me a really hard game. I don't edit these videos. I could, but I'm too lazy. So if there's like no fails in the video, then you know I didn't fail. But if there's a ton of fails, you knew I failed. I know some people will edit out their fails so that they seem like awesome on camera. I'm not that kind of person. It's too much work to try and look like a good person. If I suck at a game, I suck at the game. No big deal. Why is that mummy going all the way around to try and attack me? Does it like not want to step on the blood or something? Understandable since they're all wrapped up and they get blood stains everywhere, but I'm cutting them anyways. Or they're killing me, which would cause me to bleed. Did it pick up anything? No, I haven't really gotten a lot yet. There's nothing here anymore. I don't want to be in the same area as him. He might steal his kills, or he might steal mine. Or her. Of course, that's always a thing. Did that thing just change? Why are the... That's weird. The mummies, like, have two different types of poses. Wonder if it's, like, one that won't attack you and one that will. So it had its eyes closed, and then once it noticed me, it had its eyes open and started running towards me. Ah, the person's over here. Coins. Oh, that's like the back of them, and then that's like the front of them, isn't it? Oh, those like two different modes. That's cool. There's a back and the front design. Because if you look at it, the back design, the one in the top right corner, oh, now it's on. Trying to find one that isn't anywhere. Yeah, the ones next to me. It looks like they have like little faces on the top right of their head. It looks like faces. It doesn't look like bandages or anything. That's why I thought, oh, it looks like two different modes. But it's not. It's just the back of them. See, now I'm getting a decent amount of loot. Get as much as I can so I can sell it to people. Ooh, health potion. Level 29. I'm gonna train my magic a bit. So my magic does do less damage. And I didn't really rely on it at the beginning because like I'd switch every time I ran out of mana. And then I'd but I want my magic and my I don't know how to pronounce it. My melee, I'm not quite sure. But I want them to be the same. Melee. How do you put it? I want to test the thing. So I'm gonna run around with. No, I don't want to attack anybody. Now they're half dead. So I want to try using like the fireball thing. But now they're half dead. So I'm just not. There's a person in the chat who wants to buy gold. Oh, silver bag. I have a blue bag. What am I doing? There we go. I like the little animations for this. It's cute, but it's also like properly. This entire thing's super adorable, but I don't want to attack that one. They're attacking that one. It feels wrong. If I really wanted to, I could train up my. Where was it? My defense a ton by just going to the goblins who no longer can do any damage to me and just AFKing there. And will just attack me while I wait and level up defense so that it's harder for things to kill me. I might actually do that off screen. Oh, I'm out of mana. They call it mana. MP. Like magic power or something in this. Who is that? Oh. That's a person on top of me. Okay. Yeah, these sell for a decent amount. It's a lot more than the things that drop from goblins. If I sell those people I could get a lot, maybe. I don't know. I'll probably get more selling it to the people and selling it to the merchant, the NPC. I wonder how you do PvP. It's like I've heard people talking about PvP, but I don't know how to challenge someone. Yay, my defense leveled up. When I was playing this, I went straight from attacking the, what was it, ravens or something? The birds, or whatever, to attacking the goblins, because I didn't know about the desert part. So it was like, oh, it goes from level 6 to level 15? Okay, so it's like the third type of thing. I didn't even know about the rats. I was like, okay, we'll just do that. Turns out there was an entire desert that I could have used instead of killing a bunch of crows a bunch of times. Kill this one and leave, of course, right here. So I'm sorry to go up here. I like how you get to choose whichever class you're going to use at the moment, instead of it being like, okay, choose your class at the beginning of the game when you know nothing about it. I have enough arrows to be able to train up my bow. I don't really wanna. I just don't see a reason to use the bow. Like, it doesn't. My bow's not stronger than the wand. In the wand, you get the mana replenishes itself. Of course, it takes time, but you can also use potions if you don't like the time, which costs money. But to use the arrow, you have to use money. So. Unless you want to like, pick them up, but you don't get them arrows all that often. Picking them up. Yeah, I found this game just. I was trying to do. I found this game just browsing on. I can't think of the word. Oh yeah, I was just browsing on Google Play. So. Can I pick that up? Cannot pick that up because I was the one who killed for it. Pick it up now? I realize there's like a time thing. So if someone else drops a thing, you can pick it up, but only after a certain while. I think that's to protect from like someone just stealing your drops. So like if I were to follow someone, I can't just take whatever they drop. They get enough time to pick it up themselves or reorganize their inventory if they need to pick it up. What do I have so far? Oh, my inventory's almost full. Good. Once it's full, I have to walk all the way back to my vault, dump it out. I have to dump it all out in my vault, and then I'm gonna come back. And yeah, I'm gonna come back and kill some more. Once that inventory's full, I'm just gonna put it back in the vault, and then I might cut off the video there. Probably. Ooh, why is that green number? Like Rucoy Online, I probably didn't pronounce it right. Help us by giving us feedback to improve the experience. We're working hard to bring many new features to the game, including quests, bosses, friends lists, guilds, events, zones, items, and much more. What is bosses? I wonder what that is. I'm recording right now, so I'll give it the 5-star rating later. How many more things can I pick up? One. Okay. I guess there's anything I need to replace my stuff with. I should probably. I don't use my bow. I'm gonna replace it anyway. Just a how better bow. I think that's good. Just leave. Oops, did not mean to click it. This music is getting so dramatic for what's actually happening. Oh, that's a thing. That is also a thing. Look at the belt. So that's for inventory. I'm gonna go drop my bow today thing in exchange for picking up. Go away. I need to stand right there so I can pick this thing up. It's taking too long. Okay, now there's more things dropping.